Listen closely. On September 2nd, Mercury enters Virgo, creating one of the most powerful mental clarity events of the year. This is not just another planetary transit. This is your mind receiving a complete upgrade, a transformation from telescope to microscope that will reveal the hidden details determining your success or failure. Mercury, the planet governing thought, communication, and mental processing, has just moved into Virgo, one of the two zodiac signs it rules. When a planet enters its home territory, its power amplifies exponentially. Think of it as your mental operating system, receiving the most advanced software update available. Your ability to analyze, refine, and perfect reaches supernatural levels. Virgo energy operates like a master craftsman inspecting their work before declaring it complete. Every detail matters. Every small imperfection becomes visible. Every overlooked element demands attention. This is the energy of the editor who catches the single typo that would have changed the entire meaning of a document. The watchmaker who adjusts one tiny gear to make the entire timepiece function flawlessly. Your mind, which may have been operating with a wide panoramic view, now exchanges that broad perspective for laser-focused precision. The small tasks you have been postponing suddenly seem enormous. Minor errors in emails or spreadsheets become glaringly obvious. Imprecise communication from others starts sounding like unbearable noise. This mental magnifying glass reveals everything. Nothing escapes its scrutiny. No error goes unnoticed. Your communication becomes more direct, more literal, and far less tolerant of ambiguities. The mind no longer craves poetry. It demands clear, well-written instruction manuals. This transformation manifests immediately through three distinct symptoms. First, you will experience a sudden, almost uncontrollable urge to organize. That pile of papers on your desk that you have ignored for weeks now screams for attention. Your email inbox with hundreds of unread messages becomes a source of genuine anxiety. Your computer desktop, filled with random files, appears as an insurmountable obstacle to mental clarity. This compulsion to clean, categorize, label, and organize represents your brain manifesting Mercury in Virgo energy. It seeks to create external order that mirrors the internal logic and clarity it now craves. This is not merely about cleaning. This is about creating an environment that allows your upgraded mental hardware to function without interference. Second, you will feel deep discomfort with everything unfinished. Tasks left incomplete, projects that were paused, conversations that never reached conclusions. All of this begins weighing on your mind differently. Imagine having dozens of browser tabs open simultaneously. Individually, they seem manageable, but collectively they consume memory and processing speed. With Mercury in Virgo, your mind craves maximum efficiency. These open mental tabs represent the epitome of inefficiency. They are energy loops constantly draining your ability to focus on the present moment. The irritation you feel with these loose ends is not failure. It is your mind becoming healthier and more powerful, automatically identifying processes wasting your energy and sending clear alerts to close these tabs, finish these tasks, and free up this mental space. Third, your tolerance for inefficiency and vague communication decreases dramatically. People who talk extensively but say little, meetings that drag without clear agendas, confusing explanations, or ambiguous promises become sources of almost physical frustration. You have not become ruder or more impatient overnight. Your mind, now operating with scalpel-like precision, no longer has patience for dull tools. It craves data, facts, clarity, and objectivity. It wants to reach the point immediately. Communication that once seemed normal may now sound like noise, a waste of precious time that could be used solving actual problems. This change can help you become more assertive and optimize your conversations. but it requires extra awareness to avoid becoming excessively critical of others who may not be operating on the same analytical frequency. Before we dive deeper into how to harness this cosmic gift, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing your zodiac sign and tell me what area of your life feels most chaotic right now. Is it your workspace, your daily routines, your communication, or something else entirely? I read every comment, and your experiences help me understand how these cosmic energies are manifesting in real lives. Understanding these symptoms represents the first step. The second and most crucial step involves knowing how to navigate the practical impact this has on your daily life. The most important directive for today and the coming days is this. This is a time for review, not for launching. The energy of Mercury in Virgo embodies the editor, the quality inspector, the technician performing fine-tuning. Attempting to start grandiose projects or make bombshell announcements now would be like asking your text editor to write a novel. The tool is not designed for that function. Your mind is currently optimized for finding flaws, not for generating expansive ideas. Launching something now risks having the small errors your Virgo mind will inevitably discover later overshadow the brilliance of your creation. Patience now is not just virtue, it is pure strategy. Let us examine concrete examples. In communication, before clicking send on that important email, stop, breathe, and read it once, twice, 3 times. The message you wrote hastily may contain ambiguity that generates a week of misunderstandings. That quick reply you were about to send may have a harsher tone than intended simply because your mind focuses on efficiency rather than emotional connection. Mercury in Virgo calls for economy of words, but abundance of precision. Every word functions as a gear in the communication machine. If one gear sits out of place, the entire machine can jam. Use this energy to be clear, objective, and above all, correct. The clarity you invest now saves time you would otherwise spend explaining yourself later. At work, the same rule applies. That report you consider finished requires reopening and data verification. That presentation you rehearsed needs another slide review checking for typos. That project your team is about to finalize needs someone with courage too. Say, wait, let us review this point one more time. Being the devil's advocate or quality inspector today is not pessimism. It is being the most useful person in the room. Mercury in Virgo provides unique ability to see structural cracks before they compromise the entire building. Honor this skill. Use it to refine, polish, and optimize. Your future self, who will not have to deal with crises caused by overlooked details, will thank you. Regarding major decisions, exercise caution. If you are about to sign contracts, close deals, or make major purchases, this is the moment to read fine print literally. The Virgo mind serves as your best ally for finding confusing clauses, vague promises, or technical details that make all the difference. Do not let others pressure you with artificial urgency. Your urgency now should focus on achieving total clarity. Ask one more question. Request one more day for analysis. Consult an expert. Today's energy supports diligence, verification, and analysis. Acting on impulse now wastes the superpower the cosmos offers you. Remember, the goal is not paralysis, but ensuring your next step lands on firm, well-inspected ground. After understanding this energy's nature and practical impact, feelings of overload may naturally arise. If your mind functions like a magnifying glass, it is not showing just 1 or 2 errors. It likely reveals dozens of small flaws, unfinished tasks, and inefficiencies across all life areas. The list of things requiring fixes can suddenly seem endless. The risk here is paralysis, the moment when clarity becomes so overwhelming that instead of leading to action, it freezes us in place. Knowing 10 things need fixing can drain all energy for starting even the first one. This is precisely why the smartest strategy for using Mercury in Virgo is not attempting to fix everything simultaneously. It is the opposite. Focus on a single thing. The solution involves what we can call the single perfect action. Instead of looking at the mountain of tasks, choose one hill. Select a single, small, manageable task that remains unfinished and occupies unnecessary mental space. The key involves choosing something with clear beginning and end, something completable today with full attention to detail. This could be finally organizing and responding to all pending emails in that specific work folder. It could be physically organizing a single desk drawer that has become a repository for random items. It could involve sitting down and finally creating a monthly budget, reviewing all small expenses. It could even be a household chore like fixing that object broken for months, whose mere sight causes daily microdoses of irritation. This approach's power lies in the domino effect. By channeling all your new capacity for focus and analysis into a single task and executing it with Virgo energy precision, you accomplish more than simply crossing an item off your list. First, you close a mental tab that was consuming background energy, immediately freeing space and processing capacity for more important matters. Second, you generate momentum. Waves, the satisfaction of seeing an area, however small, transform from chaos to order, creates competence and control that becomes fuel for the next action. It represents a small but concrete victory. Right now, concrete victories hold more value than big abstract plans. Acting this way honors the transit energy in its purest form. Virgo does not ask you to renovate the entire house in one day. It asks you to choose one broken tile and replace it with master artisan expertise. It represents an act of presence and process respect. This single action works like a lever, a fundamental concept in physics and efficiency. A lever allows you to move much larger objects with small effort focused on the right point. Your single perfect action today is your lever. The small effort organizes a drawer. The large object you move is the feeling of overload and paralysis. It represents the smartest way to use this mental clarity for generating practical, immediate results, transforming a potential anxiety source into your greatest productivity tool. Every powerful tool comes with instruction manuals and, more importantly, warning lists. The analytical clarity of Mercury in Virgo represents without doubt one of the most potent mental tools the Zodiac offers. However, it has a shadow side, a trap easily fallen into without awareness, the perfection trap. The same magnifying glass allowing you to see details needing correction can, if used without intention, begin showing only what is wrong. The same energy driving you toward improvement can transform into incessant perfection seeking. Perfection in the real, human world is not only unattainable, it is progress's greatest enemy. Here we must learn to make this transit's most important distinction, the fundamental difference between review and judgment. Think again of the text editor metaphor. A good editor reads manuscripts with clear goals, making them better. Their function is review. They point out typos, suggest clearer sentences, question logical inconsistencies. Their focus remains entirely on the work, on the task. They are objective, constructive, and impersonal. Their feedback, even if corrective, serves to elevate final result quality. Judgment, conversely, represents the work of ill-intentioned critics. They do not examine work to improve it. They examine work to find flaws, validating negative opinions about authors. Focus shifts from task to person. Judgment does not say this paragraph is confusing. It says you are a confusing writer. It does not say this calculation needs checking. It says you are careless with numbers. Review seeks improvement. Judgment seeks blame. During this transit, your mission involves being your own editor, not your own executioner. How do you know if you have crossed this line? Observe the symptoms. First is paralysis by analysis. This occurs when you spend more time refining plans than executing them. You become stuck in loops of research, optimization, and more research because you fear what you have is not perfect enough for world release. Another symptom is excessive criticism, both internal and external. You start noticing every little defect. In others, worse, you amplify every personal flaw, no matter how small. A simple typo becomes proof of incompetence. Self-criticism ceases being a voice helping growth and becomes constant self-sabotage noise. Finally, observe diminishing returns on effort. Spending 3 hours adjusting website button colors or rewriting the same sentence 20 times. The effort is enormous, but impact on final results is minimal. This is perfectionism in action. The antidote to this trap is a simple but powerful phrase: done is better than perfect. Mercury in Virgo's goal is not creating immaculate, untouchable art pieces. It is creating functional, efficient, useful systems. The energy serves others. An 80% good plan in execution serves the world much more than a 100% perfect plan, never leaving the drawing board. Your task involves using the magnifying glass to correct errors compromising function, not polishing to perfection's brilliance. Set limits. I will review this report for 1 more hour, then send it. This task is functional and clear. Next, use this transit's clarity to improve and complete, not to criticize and paralyze. Remember, the ultimate goal is order. The most important order of all is peace in your own mind. There is no peace in incessant perfection seeking. The instruction manual for your newly tuned mind is complete. You understand this new clarity's nature, felt its symptoms, learned its practical applications, and crucially, you have been warned about its trap. Mercury in Virgo energy is neither good nor bad. It is a tool, a precision tool you now know how to handle. The ultimate goal was never perfection, but functionality. It is not about eliminating all defects, but fixing what impedes your life's proper functioning. The clarity you cultivate today represents your greatest protection against tomorrow's confusion. Remember, this transit serves as preparation. By using this moment to review, adjust, and organize small life areas, you are not just organizing drawers or cleaning inboxes. You are creating order and calm points in your own mind. This clarity space will serve as your anchor for navigating more intense events this week and coming ones have in store. One detail corrected, one small chaos transformed into order frees immense amounts of mental energy. This energy you will use to face bigger challenges with more focus, more peace, and more power. This cosmic event offers you a rare gift, the ability to see clearly what needs attention before it becomes a crisis. The flaw in your plan that you have not yet seen will reveal itself. The detail that could prevent tomorrow's collapse becomes visible today. This is not about creating alarm. This is about precision. The energy setting in belongs to the master artisan inspecting work before declaring it finished. Your mind may have operated recently with maps focused on final destinations and big pictures. Starting today, it exchanges the map for a microscope. Mercury in Virgo will illuminate small cracks, poorly chosen words, misplaced commas. This transit does not bring storms, but rather uncomfortable clarity. The goal involves helping you use that clarity as a tool, not as a weapon against yourself. In coming days, learn to direct this magnifying lens to become more efficient, not more self-critical. Understand how small adjustments made today free enormous mental space for more intense events the week holds in store. Forget grand cosmic revelations. Power now lies in correcting single crucial details. The uncomfortable clarity arriving is your invitation to become the quality inspector of your own life. Every email before sending, every decision before committing, every word before speaking deserves the attention of a master craftsman. This is not about becoming obsessive. This is about becoming excellent. Your mind's operating system has received its most powerful upgrade. Mercury, in its home sign of Virgo, transforms your mental processor into a precision instrument capable of detecting the smallest inefficiencies and correcting them before they compound into major problems. The magnifying glass in your hands reveals not just what is wrong, but what can be perfected. The difference between these perspectives determines whether this transit becomes your greatest asset or your heaviest burden. Choose to see opportunities for improvement rather than catalogs of failure. This mental upgrade manifests in your daily life through concrete, measurable changes. Your workspace begins organizing itself almost automatically. Your communication becomes clearer and more direct. Your decision-making process includes more thorough analysis. Your tolerance for chaos and inefficiency decreases significantly. These changes are not personality shifts. They are temporary enhancements, cosmic gifts designed to help you create lasting improvements in the areas of life requiring attention. The key lies in recognizing these enhancements as tools rather than permanent states of being. The single perfect action you choose today creates ripple effects extending far beyond the task itself. By demonstrating to yourself that you can identify a problem, focus completely on its solution, and execute that solution with precision, you build confidence in your ability to handle larger challenges with the same methodical approach. This confidence becomes the foundation for tackling more significant projects when Mercury moves into different energy later this month. The organizational systems you create now, the communication clarity you develop, the attention to detail you cultivate all serve as permanent upgrades to your life's operating system. Remember that this cosmic event serves not just your individual growth, but your ability to serve others more effectively. The clarity you gain, the systems you build, the precision you develop all enhance your capacity to contribute meaningfully to your family, your work, your community. The master artisan energy of Mercury in Virgo asks you to approach your life with the same care and attention a skilled craftsperson brings to their finest work. Every detail matters because every detail contributes to the whole. Every small improvement compounds into significant transformation over time. Your newly enhanced mental clarity is not meant to create stress about imperfection. It is meant to empower you with the ability to make precise improvements that create lasting positive change. Use this gift wisely, and it will serve you long after Mercury moves into its next sign. The cosmic event of September 2nd marks the beginning of a period where your greatest power lies not in grand gestures, but in meticulous attention to the details that matter most. This is your time to refine, to perfect, to create order from chaos through focused, intentional action.